Yes. Okay. Welcome back, guys. Psyche Wolf, playing Ace Attorney Apollo Justice Trilogy, and we're going to be playing the case 3 today, case 3, and this is part 1 of that, because I'm not doing the entire case in one go, because that's long. No special guest today, people are busy, which is totally fine, and I'm going to try and voice all the characters, and let's see if we can deal with my terrible voice acting, but you know, maybe I'll improve over time. Won't give anyone false hope, but you never know. Okay, Turnabout Serenade. This is not one of my favourite cases. It's a bit bizarre, but I do like the characters. Let's rock! Yeah, it's a concert. Yeah, this one's really weird. Rock on, everybody, this party's not over yet. Get out your handkerchiefs for our special guests. That's right, baby. The night's just getting started. I don't normally voice actor things. Thank you for the coven. I can't even read. This ends the first part of tonight's show. There will now be a 20-minute intermission. Yeah. I have never been to a concert that has an intermission, but again, I've only been to Pink, so she doesn't have intermissions. She just goes full out, mate, and then you're exhausted by the end, but it's worth it. Favourite singer. Okay, July 7th, backstage hallway. This is so cool! Outside at Governor's concert. Huh? Did you say something? My ears are still ringing. The Governor's putting the sick back in music. Well, I thought Mr. Gavin was really nice. Sending us those tickets at 20% off. They're hard to get a hold of, you know. When you invite people to a concert, it's usually free. Let's head to his dressing room, Apollo. You know, like, we're a couple of VIPs. I've always dreamed of being in a VIP at a Gaviner's show. Trucy, you didn't know who Prosecutor Gavin was before the case. What kind of fan doesn't know the lead vocalist's name? Oh, this guy, well, he was more like a prince, really. He let us in. Clavier, what a lovely name. He's so dreamy. Yeah, but I'm a girl. I'm supposed to swoon over gods of rock. God awful, maybe. I bought all their stuff on the way home from the trial. I've got 12 Gaviner albums and 15 concert videos. Damn, where are you paying for that? That was quite a bit of impulse shopping. I got an advance on my next 15 years worth of allowance. For Mr. Wright, that sounds like a real act of generosity. Who would have imagined me here at a Gaviner's concert watching Prosecutor Gavin rock? To be honest, he was kind of cool, and I'm kind of envious. Not that I'd ever admit that to Trucy. He fancies him. We ship Apollo and Gavin. Ah, you made it. Mr. Gavin, thanks so much for the tickets. And the invoice you sent along with them. You were incredible up on the stage, Mr. Gavin. Nothing like music to brighten the mood after trials, yeah? And we're almost ready for our next act. I'm looking forward to it myself. Lemura's singing, right? The siren of the ballad. Oh yeah, that flyer says she flew all the way over for the show. That's right, I happened to catch her show while overseas. I just realised I'm making him sound a little bit, just a little bit, like Donald Trump. We don't want that, but that's the voice I've been doing, so... Her voice is divine. I knew I had to invite her to perform with us. Lamra says you praised me too highly. I don't know who this is. Oh, it's him, okay. Whoa, who's this guy? He's huge! Ah, allow me to introduce Mr. Romain Latouche, Lamra's manager. Or Lamoire, I have no idea how to pronounce it. And her interpreter, incidentally. It is a great honour for us to be here, and a great honour for Alamra to be heard in this country. I have no idea what... That voice. I wish I could understand it. It's beautiful. Ooh, it's Lamra! I'm actually meeting Lamra! Lamra, mysterious songstress. Her quiet, deep song glides through the air, lilting above a sparse but elegant piano accompaniment. Now this is music. She's a real artist. Lamra says, "We have long looked forward to this joint performance." Ah, Lamra, your voice. It is art. Yet without his piano to guide me, it is but a voice. I've seen this kid somewhere before. He plays piano at all Lamra's concerts. He's cute and he's a real good pianist. Good pianist, a dying breed, I hear. Allow me to introduce Machi Tabaye. He is blind. This is why he never strays far from Lamra. They are always together. They're like characters from some fairy tale. Lamra is so, what's that word? Exotic and mysterious. She does seem quite pretty. At least her eyes do. Hers is quite what's her voice again? Hers is quite kind of a sightseeing music. Huh? She travels the globe, putting the sights she sees into song. Even though her appearance and voice are exotic, her songs remind us of something close and warm. Sights into song? That's so poetic. She was gracious enough to put music to my lyrics tonight. The guitar serenade. I hope you enjoy it. I can't wait! And now it's time. For the next part, we're giving the Governor's hard rock a little rest. Lamra, the stage is yours, baby. The band members will not play during Lamra's ballad. Only Machi's tender tones and Lamra's dulcet voice. And my guitar, of course. Woohoo! Nights like this make it all the worthwhile, you know? I should have learned to play the guitar. There's not much romance in Chords of Steel. Shall we hit the stage then? Good luck, Mr. Gavin. Take care of your hearts. Take care your hearts aren't stolen away, ja? Ja, baby. Let's get back to the concert hall, Polly. Doing voices, Lucy's voice. I kind of wish this part was voice acted, but it's not. She looks kind of terrifying. Gavin's like, my guitar! Wow, wasn't Lamra amazing? I even cried a little. I was surprised Prosecutor Gavin actually burned his guitar. Yeah, that would surprise me, and I'm a magician. What a production. What destruction. I don't think Prosecutor Gavin was expecting either, oddly. He looked as surprised as I was. Is that what they call risking life and limb for art? I think he's my new hero. I'm not sure I'd call that art. Well, what are we doing here? Let's go to Mr. Gavin's dressing room. It's 20 minutes till the last part of the show. How many breaks does this band need? Does this band need, man? And what the heck was that? I was never consulted about it. Sorry, Mr. Gavin, sir. I've asked the men in charge. I play new rock, not great balls of fire. Speaking of fire, I have a good mind to fire whoever's responsible. He seems upset. Apollo Justice, were you the one who tried to torture me? Hey, I didn't do it. So much for risking your life for art. The guitar serenade is ruined. Ruined. Well, let's try to talk to him at least. I'm not sure that's the best move right now. You mean the guitar wasn't that part of the act? Part of the act? You'd burn a guitar on purpose. But it worked really well with the lyrics just then. Burning on in my heart, fire, burn my love away, all the way. Huh? Wait, you think the audience thought it was? Sounds like he got lucky. They probably thought it was part of the act. At least I did. He got lucky and he didn't realise it. Anyway, that guitar was the Ferrari of guitars. All the speed, all the sound, and all the price. If I burned one of those every show, I'd go broke. Unusually frugal for a rock band. Try saying that to Mr. Gavin. Axon! Today's been one disaster after another. My hog won't run, my guitar case is broken. Daddy told me there'd be days like these. Wasn't Lamra's song incredible? You worked on it too, Mr. Gavin. Ah yes, thanks. It was a collaboration. I wrote the lyrics and she wrote the melody. You know, I was surprised she could sing in English. I'm sure she practiced a long time for this day. Ah, here. What's this? A lyric sheet. It's yours. Signed by myself and Lamra. Oh, I can't say the name. Yippee! Thanks so much. All I ever get to sign are client defense agreements. Almost time for the third act of the night. Oh, there's more? Yes. Lamra. Oh my god, Lamra. Why did I forget who was speaking? Lamra's part is done. Now it's time for us to drop our groove again, ja? Hope you're ready to catch it. Woohoo! Ready, Apollo? I think I'll pass. Hey? I like the bit with Lamra, but the rest could use a volume knob, turned way down. Ah, Apollo, you're getting old. Ah! Does 22 qualify as old to a 15-year-old? Well, I'm going. Let the old folks rest backstage, huh? Time to rock. Hey, you're older than I am. Hey, it's you, that right kid. Detective Sky. I'll let that right kid business pass. Call me Emma. There's no need for titles once you've shed a bottle of fingerprinting powder. Powder? That's a new one. So, Emma, what are you doing here? Isn't it obvious? I'm snacking. You think I want to be here? Me, in charge of security in this pit. Security? Did something happen? There's no knowing with that glimmerous fop. Apparently he's all upset because something was stolen. He wanted security back here during the concert. Where does he get off acting like he's some big rock star? He is a big rock star. Hey, you listening to me? So, where's this door here lead to? This one? That's Lemmer's dressing room. Don't even think of going in there unless you want a piece of snackers in your face. She ever in a good mood, I wonder? Emma? I've never seen someone eat snacks with such vehemence. Better give her a wide berth. Katonk. She snackooed me. Oh, it's the same for everything. Kadoop. What's this? Some kind of headset earpiece? Why would someone leave this in the hallway? Maybe Lamira's bodyguard dropped it. Emma! Will you stop eating those snacks for 1 second and listen? Ha! If you think you're going to pull me away from my snacks just to hear your mumbling on and on about whatever, you're going to be sorely disappointed. At least I got her to stop munching. That's Prosecutor the Governor's dressing room. Put so much as a hand on the door and I'll snack you. Hold on, but I just came out of there. Don't play smart with me. Can I go somewhere? I'll just go in there. I never remember how to progress past this part every single time I play this. There must be a bottomless bag of snacks. Yeah. Should I try to talk to her again? No. So this is Lamira's dressing room. If you even think about going in there, I'll... What was that? Was that a gunshot? Something's going on. You, out of my way! Emma! Lamira! Lamira! It's not locked. I'm going in. What's that awful noise? Oh, it's the concert. Ah! It's Lamira's manager, Mr. What's his name? Lettuce! Oh no! Hey, you! Me? Watch this room for me, I have to call for backup. Right, understood. You want to make sure no one comes in, right? And don't touch anything, I'll be back. Right back. What's going on? I just talked to him and now... He's alive! Mr. Lettuce, can you hear me? Shut. I was shot. Who shot you? I don't know. Us. S what? Us. Witness. Witness? There was a witness? Who? Cold. So cold. Witness. You're cold? Don't worry, you're going to be fine. Help is on the way. Can't see. Hang in there, Mr. Lettuce. Tell me, who was the witness? The witness is... Siren. Siren? How can a siren witness anything? Mr. Lettuce! Yipes! Emma? What was that? Who's there? What's wrong? Emma, did you see anyone just now? Huh? No. I could have sworn I heard a door close. The concert's been cancelled. Backup's on the way. Is Mr. Lettuce? He's dead, isn't he? That's terrible. I lost him. Remain Lettuce, shot. And I heard his last words. The witness is the siren, whatever that means. The venue's locked down. We took names and addresses before letting him... I don't know what he said. I don't know what to do from his voice. The venue's locked down. We took names and addresses before letting the crowd go. Good work, Darian. I'll let you know if I found out anything about the victim. Later. It's investigation time then. Ja, Fraulein Detective? I don't need some rock and roll prosecutor telling me that. One request I must make. Tell no one on staff or otherwise anything of this. Ooh, gag order! No word gets out other than that Mr. Lettuce is dead. No word of the cause of death or of the murder. Tell no one, not even Lamra, not even her. We must keep everything under wraps. Oh, one other thing. I'll need your signature on this, Herr Forehead. Yours too, Fräulein. On that? An investigation request. Why just us? You two are civilians. It's standard procedure. That should be okay to sign, I think. Right, well, get started with the investigation. I'm on it already! Ah, one tip for you. Huh? Me? Try not to get in Fräulein Detective's way. She's in a foul mood today. Gee, I wonder why. We were all questioned as witnesses, and now none of us can go home. We'll investigate all right, our way. Somehow, I don't see us getting back to that crime scene anytime soon. I still can't believe I was there when it happened. Not an experience I care to repeat anytime soon. This is no time for navel gazing. Let's crack this case. I worry about Trucy. She seems to have a very loose idea of what it means to be an attorney. Of course, that's not surprising considering who her father is. Something the matter? No, let's get cracking. I'm the only one who was there, the only one who heard Mr. Latus's last words. The witness is the siren. I know what he said, it just happened. First order of business is to find out what he meant by siren. What's that? It looks like some kind of future phone. Not a phone, a transceiver. It's called a headset. What's a headset doing on the floor? Wait, do you think Mr. Latus might have been wearing it? Like one of those bodyguards? I don't think he was the one wearing. He was wearing one when we first met. The LED on this thing is lit. It must be on. Is there anything even here? That's the Governor's dressing room. The crime scene was Lamra's dressing room. Next door. Never knew where... Oh my god. Never know where the clothes might be hiding, Apollo. Jesus, that was... Let's case this joint. After you, true CPI. That's the Blue Badger, the police mascot. Does the Blue Badger have something to do with the band? Well, yeah. The Blue Badger is the Governor's mascot too. Huh, go figure. I hear those things fly off the shelves. I'll have to take a closer look at one someday. Looks like an instrument case, a big instrument case. There's a great magic trick you can do with one of these. Huh? What kind? Miraculous, beautiful girl escapes the case illusion. So it's the girl who's miraculous, not the escape. So picky. A concert poster for the Guilty as Charged tour. I love that name, Guilty as Charged. Seems kind of negative to me. Well, why don't we do the opposite? Magician Trucy presents the Innocent as Charged tour. It kind of loses its impact, doesn't it? Okay, I'm guessing there's nothing else here. Huh, looks like nobody's here. Prosecutor Gavin probably busy with the case too. No rest for the wicked. No rest for us either, Apollo. Let's get rocking. Rock, rock! Poster. Picture. Look, it's a postcard of Lamour. Lamour. I think I will start saying Lamour, even though it's difficult to pronounce sometimes. But reading it and pronouncing it is two different things. Okay. What are these letters at the bottom? I've never seen these before. It must be her native tongue, Borginian. Borginian, huh? Anything else? I mean, nothing here looks particularly interesting. That speaker looks familiar. Oh? Yeah, like one for the PA system back in school. Oh, we have one of those in my classroom too. That's right, she's still in junior high. I feel old. Okay. A guitar, maybe? I don't know. Ooh, a cruiser guitar! They shut those down. Oh my god. They sold those to commemorate. They sold those to commemorate 5 years of the band. Rocking it hard under the speed limit. There's a cruiser bass and a cruiser drum set and a cruiser keyboard, even a cruiser whistle. I'm not sure about that last one. Stop blowing the whistle on criminals. I don't think that requires an actual whistle, Trucy. Someone drew the governor's mark in lipstick here. Lipstick? I'd like to wear lipstick one day. Oh, you don't use lipstick yet, Trucy? Daddy won't let me. Not until I learn to play the piano, he says. You'll be waiting a long time then, I'm afraid. Okay. Phoenix has a daddy who doesn't let his daughter wear lipstick. Can we go in here? Oh, we can. I thought she said we can't. Oh, it's you. I figured you'd come. You have to let us investigate the scene, please. Your attorneys, no? Shouldn't you wait until you have a client? The tutor tell me to ask the witness, the siren, with his dying breath, no less. Doesn't that count? Glare at me all you want. You'll get no snacks from me. Please, think of poor Lamora. Oh, well, I suppose you did find the body with me. Great, let's get to it. Right. Just try not to touch anything. She's letting us look, and she's not munching her snacks. This bodes well. There are clues here, I can feel it. Leave no hanger unhung, no spot unspotted. I mean, there's bullets in the wall. Are these bullet holes? Looks like it. There are 2 here in the wall. From the look of it, the victim was shot once in the shoulder. The first shot must have missed. But there are 2 holes. Wouldn't that mean 2 misses? The murder weapon is a .45 caliber revolver. It's very powerful. I believe that what we're seeing here is the mark left by the second bullet after it passed through his shoulder. Ouch, sounds painful. No kidding, I wonder about this murder weapon. Ladder. Huh, another ladder. Actually, it's technically a step ladder. Well, hello, Miss Fancy Pants. Please forgive my lack of ladder discrimination. I'm less worried about the stepladder and more worried about why it's there. Why is the ladder there? Well, to climb, right? To reach something on the ceiling? I still say it's a stepladder. What's wrong, Apollo? Your mouth is catching flies. Nothing. It's nothing. Maybe that's how the killer escaped. That's what you were thinking, right? Eh? When we arrived on the scene, the killer had already fled. He or she must have had a way out. And that air vent is one possibility. But it's much too small. Not if the killer were about your size, Trucy. I didn't do it. Eh? I was cutting up the dance floor at the time, thank you. I know. Of course I don't think you did it. It's hard to tell with you sometimes, Apollo. Hey, what have I done? Just... Look, there's a little window over here. Maybe the killer escaped through that. It's barely big enough for me to get my head through. Not to mention it only opens a crack. What? I was just saying it's possible. Right, no harm in that. Except I'm pretty sure it's impossible. You could peek into the room through it though, you know. This is the murder weapon, isn't it? This revolver. That's right, a big .45 caliber revolver. Wow, I wonder who brought this in here. I thought only police were allowed to have one of those. Why are you giving me that look? I didn't do it. I didn't... Listen, I was out in the hall eating smackoos when it happened. I know. No one here thinks you did it, Emma. It's hard to tell with you sometimes, Apollo. Hey, what have I done? Wait, what if the killer brought a revolver? It must mean they had planned this from the start. That's right? No one responds to her. That's a body, isn't it? Sure is, the victim no less. Let's take a closer look. Eek! Go ahead, Apollo, you first. Me? No, you should go first, Trucy, really. Well, you two stop bickering and get over here. She's munching on snackoos again, hope she's not too annoyed. Is that blood? Why didn't you examine this one, Apollo? You know more about, red stuff than I do, yeah? Says who? Something is strange about this blood, though. Is that what it looks like? Apollo, look at his hand. He's holding something. Hey, no touching. You can throw all the snacks at me you like, Emma, but sooner or later, you're going to run out of them. You raise a good point. I'm a bit intrigued by the scene. Let's take a look. Ah, see there? He's holding something. What's this? A keyring? You think it might belong to the killer? Certainly a possibility. What an unusual keyring, and what unusual keys. This could be a vital clue. Let's tell me to look at his hand again. The body was holding a keyring. I wonder what it could mean. It must mean something. It doesn't look like the kind of Mr. Latouche would use, so the question is, who keyring is it? Well, you're practically detectives there, Apollo. Practically. I'm glad it brings him so much joy to mock me. Is that it? Alright then. Seeing these mirrors lined up like this makes me feel like I'm really in a dressing room. You are in a dressing room. This must be makeup. I've never heard of most of these brands. Maybe they're Borginian. All I know is they sure don't make for much of a clue. What's this little thing on the floor? Oh, what a pretty brooch! Oh, Emma? You're not going to say, can I have it please, are you? Oh! Look, you may be a cute little girl of 15, but that doesn't give you any special treatment with me. Oh. It's not healthy to envy the young, Emma. It's not about envy, it's about tampering with evidence. Note to self, Emma lacks a sense of humour. Use caution. You need to learn to respect your elders a little. Something seems so familiar about that brooch. I'm gonna look at it again. Trucy's still after that brooch, clearly. No way! If you want one that bad, get your daddy to buy it for you. Daddy always says, Trucy, if you want something, go find it or borrow it. Oh, and when in doubt, beg. Leave it to Mr. Right. I should be concerned about Trucy's future, but I'm more concerned about the owner of that brooch. That speaker was blaring at the time of the murder. Ah, that's for monitoring the stage from this room. Monitoring? Oh, monitoring? It pipes in a real-time feed from the stage microphones. Useful for knowing when your set is coming up. Yes, I seem to recall it being loud and vaguely musical. It made it hard to hear Mr. Latouche's last words. Is that everything in here? This is one of those things, right? At the barber's. A permanent dryer. Want me to curl those bangs of yours? No thanks. Better not mess with his hair, Emma. It's part of his identity, you know. Gifts. My voice is breaking. Look at all those presents. L'Amour sure is popular. Ooh, I wonder what's inside. We can't open them, can we? Probably not a good idea. You never know what you might find in one of these boxes. Bombs, razors, ransom notes. It could be anything. Oh, I'm never having a birthday party again. Ooh, Apollo, can I eat some of those, please? Absolutely not. I know. But still, I yearn. Look, you're not the only one eyeing that fruit here. Well then, what are we waiting for? Let's eat! Right. Whoa, stop it. Are you two crazy? Emma, you of all people should know better. But she tempted me. She's a Tetris. Please grow up. Okay, I guess... Oh, TV. Ah! Apollo! Look at that thing. It's huge. That's a TV. Yeah, a wide flat screen TV. I want one of those. You'll be wanting for a long time on your salary, Junior. Wait till you're as famous as Mr. Right was. Then dream. I don't think Daddy was ever rich, even when he was in law. Great, just stomp on my dreams, why don't you? There's another governor's poster here. I'm just about sick of seeing these personally. Maybe I'll tear it down, haha. No tampering with the crime scene, Emma. Maybe there's something else I can tear to shreds. Don't look at me! Oh, I should have talked to her instead of looking at the useless things. Mr. Broming Lutus, was it? He was Lemoire's manager and interpreter, apparently. This was his first time in the country. So I guess I'm guessing he didn't know many people here. It doesn't seem likely, nor can I think of anyone with a motive to murder him. Except for one person, of course. One person? Who? Lemoire. No one here might have had a motive, but she's from... What are you talking about? It was Emma's idea. I said nothing. Always with the snacks. He's a big man, or was. I don't think even I would win in a fight with him. Which is why whoever it was used a revolver, I'm guessing. You sent a request to the Bulgarian embassy for some more info on him. Well, you and I know more about the crime than anyone. You do? That's true, it was us who found the body. What? I guess that's why I miss for watching... I guess that's what I miss for watching the concert. Hey, I wish I was watching the concert. Anything would be better than this. Well, we know the crime took place during a concert, and when we heard that shot and entered the room, the killer was already gone. What? But that doesn't make sense. You came in when you heard the shot and no one was here. How did they leave the room? That window is a little too small, isn't it? The mystery of the disappearing killer. I can't comment on anything else scientifically relevant. I'm a forensic scientist after all. Self-styled one at least. I feel like that's everything here. If not, then oops. Let's go to the stage. The stage looks empty. I was hoping to get a chance to talk to Prosecutor Gavin. Oh well, nothing to do but go to the crime scene, I guess. I guess. Alright then. Did I miss something at the crime scene? She doesn't care about anything I'm showing her. So this is the murder weapon. This revolver is incredibly heavy. It's been fired twice. You can still smell the gunpowder. That's odd. What's odd? Oh, nothing. Hey, no fair, tell us! It's just something about this revolver seems strange. Strange? More dialogue, yes! What do you think about this revolver? Well, it's pretty big and heavy. That's right, it's a .45 caliber. That makes it one of the deadliest revolvers around. Even the police don't carry guns this big. Really? Yeah, it doesn't make sense. You don't need so much power to kill at such close range. It's overkill. I'm not sure I see the problem. I mean, whenever I go to eat curry, I order it extra spicy just to be sure it's spicy. Of course, I can only ever eat 1 or 2 bites. And that's not a problem? There's another thing about a gun this big. It pulls a lot of strain on the shooter. Strain? Yeah, say if you were to fire this revolver, the recoil would probably dislocate your shoulder. Ouch! It's like the shooter's a victim too. Yet the killer used his revolver in quite well. I'm guessing whoever did it was used to shooting. Used to shooting a high caliber weapon, Well, that's about it. I think we've looked at just about everything there is. I guess you're right. I know how you're feeling. It is hard to know when to stop. But anything more involved has to wait until the squad gets here. I suppose. I'll go report the evidence. Sorry, but could you wait here till I get back? Huh? Oh, actually we have to... Great, thanks. She left. What do we do, Apollo? She told us to wait. Great, now how am I supposed to go investigate? Oh well, guess it can't be helped. Let's go. Huh? Go? Time's a wasting, Apollo. We've got a lot of ground to cover. Well, that's true, but... on second thought, why not? I'm sure everything will be fine. Of course it will, let's go. Bye. Who's there? We didn't just imagine that, did we? He was wearing a silk hat. Friend of yours? Hardly! Whoever that was, he sure looked suspicious. Did he drop something? No, okay. What is it with today? Problem after problem, Axton. You ain't kidding. It's the 2 leading members of the Governors, Apollo. Carrying vocals and Darian on the guitar. They're so cool. I have a hard time thinking of Clavier as anything but a prosecutor, honestly. Huh? What are they arguing about? Probably the case, I bet. My heart won't start, my guitar case is busted, my guitar's been burned to a crisp, and to top it all off, someone's dead. And then there was that performance just now. What was that all about? Hey man, don't blame me. You were the one who missed the cue. Me miss a cue? How could I conceivably get the most important part of that song wrong? How? And what was all that tinny pain of yours? What are you calling tinny? Sounds like they're having a spat. One of those differences in musical direction bands are always splitting up over. It is hardly the time. What are you two doing here? Hiya. Let me flick my hair and wink at Apollo. We were just discussing the investigation, if you don't mind. Sorry, wait, you were what? Listen, you need to confirm that with the Republic of Virginia Detective Crescent. Right, anything else? Right, anything else? What did he call him? Detective? Greetings. Darien Crescent, Criminal Affairs, Division 3. Huh? Hello. Criminal Affairs? Apollo, you really don't know anything about the Governors, do you? Something tells me that's about to be remedied. About the crime. Which crime do you mean? Which crime do you mean? The murder, what else? Oh, that. For me, today has been here a parade of crimes, you see. Prosecutor Gavin was singing the blues earlier, wasn't he? Something about his hog and his guitar case. Anyway, I'm afraid you're more about the killing of Mr. Latouche than I do. For now, at least. Huh? You were the one who found the body, Ja? While we were in the middle of a performance, no less. Aren't you going to examine the crime scene, Prosecutor Gavin? I'll leave that to our lane detective. Wouldn't want to step on her toes. They're not exactly best buddies, are they? Emma and Prosecutor Gavin, I mean. Well, what do we do next? We've already checked out the scene. Prosecutor Gavin might be right. We might not be the most informed for once. Maybe Prosecutor Gavin can shed some light on some things we found. I don't believe you, Apollo. How can you come to this concert and not know about the governors? It's not surprising. Why, our ancestors know nothing of America's existence once. I know America exists. The Governors aren't just the average rock band, Apollo. Each member is connected to the police somehow. The police? The real police. By day they pack heat, but by night they heat up the stage. By day those lips interrogate, by night they sing songs of unrequited passion. Okay. They debuted 7 years ago with 13 years a hard time for love. Then came love with no chance of parole, and my boyfriend is the prosecution's witness. The list goes on and on. This here is my right-hand man, Darian Crescent. I make the melodies and he attacks them with his guitar. He's a bit of a rogue, really. Heh, and this guy's a bit of a perfectionist. When a performance goes the least bit wrong, he goes into his funk just like today. I hope murder would be a bit more off-putting than a ruined concert. The concert today, a disaster. I'll get to the bottom of this and then we'll see who missed the cue. The missed cue? They were arguing about that before. Great, I love nothing more than questioning tormented artists. What's this missed cue you keep talking about? You heard it, didn't you? From the audience? Actually, I didn't notice anything. See, no amateur's gonna pick up on that. Can you guarantee an entire audience of amateurs? No! Now, take a listen to this. What's that? A mixing board. We used it to record our concert tonight. Aren't we supposed to be investigating the murder? Well, we've come this far, might as well go all the way. I've always wanted to learn about the recording industry. This is but one of the devices used in recordings. We're a 5-part band. This lets us record each member's performance separately. You use the sliders to adjust the volume for each part. Check it out! Hello to anyone who's just dropped in, feel free to say hello. Wow, neat! So could you say, hear only the drum part? Of course, that's how we'll find a criminal guilty of missing his cue tonight. I'm more concerned with the other criminal, the one who kills people. You want help on a case, then help me with mine. I guess rock and roll comes before prosecuting. Let's begin. First, we bring up the part of the performance in question. You typically choose a section of the song you wish to hear on the uppermost bar. Like so. There it is, now listen. Was something wrong? You can hear it? Listen again closely. Ah, the timing's a little off, isn't it? You see? There, right at the most important part. And even an amateur can hear it. An amateur with a mixing board, maybe. You're missing the point. We'll never stamp out crime until we're perfect. Perfect! Here he goes again. Right, hey amateur. You will prove my point. Huh? Me? You will find this miscue. You will tell us which instrument, which part is the guilty party. But how? Did I not just explain it? Move the sliders with L and L to adjust the volume. I love it when they mention the buttons. Then you'll find the part that hopelessly bungles the cue. You'll find it with your untrained amateur ears. Nothing to do but try, Apollo. I guess. I'll admit this looks kind of fun. First, a quick review. Use L1 to adjust the volume. Jump to another section of the song with L1 and R1, and use the left stick to switch parts, right? Got it. Once you found a guilty party, press triangles are pointed out. Time to rock. Okay. Play. Yeah, that sounded bizarre. I don't know what instrument that was though. Oh. I can hear it more now. Before I couldn't even hear it at all. It's like the Objection! This part is off. Which is that? Second guitar. Ah! It was you, Darian. Ah, well, looks like the cat's out of the bag. Ah, well, that's all you have to say. That's the kind of attitude lets killers walk free, Darian. Here they come again. Maybe it wasn't such a good idea to ask about the concert. It's starting to feel like we're just wasting time. It's all experience under our belts. That can't be bad. Okay, I still can't get over the title for that song. Guilty Love. Alright, let's show him something. This? Sorry, but I'm not in the mood to talk about that right now. Even I can only take so much in one day. It's funny, I always thought Prosecutor Gavin is one of those cool stereotypes. Those sort that never complain. How wrong I was. Oh, the keys. I was wondering if you knew anything about this. That? Does it look familiar? Familiar? It's mine. That's my keyring. I've been looking all over for it. What? This is yours, Mr. Gavin? I knew it. Apollo! How can you make that I knew it face? This is the keyring that was... Yeah, I know. Thanks, anyway. So, where did you find it? Actually, the victim was holding it. Like he was trying to keep it from the killer, even if it meant his life. What? 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 The victim? You mean Mr. Latouche had my keys? Indeed. When will my trials be over? Speaking of trials, I've never heard Mr. Gavin whine in court like he's been today. Emma was right about the fop, I'll give her that. Apollo! Mr. Gavin, maybe we can help. Tell us about your troubles today. I really don't think that's... Tell us! And we'll keep mum about the keyring for now. Are you blackmailing me, Fraulein? No response. You were saying something about your motorcycle. Oh, you were saying something about your motorcycle not starting. And something about your guitar case being busted. You're well informed. You mentioned it a few times. It's all happened this morning. It's all the keyring's fault. The keyring? It's got all my keys on it, Jacques. My bike key, my car key, and the key to my guitar case. Wait, so this keyring... It disappeared. I thought I'd put it in my jacket pocket. Prosecutor Gavin's keyring disappeared. I had come to the concert by taxi, how embarrassing. And in order to get my guitar out, I had to break the lock. Wait, this guitar wasn't the one that... The very one that up in flames. And right on stage too. I actually thought that was part of the show. Crazy. And to top it all off, Mr. Latouche's life was taken. Nobody told me about days like these. Strange days indeed. You think? What's wrong, Trucy? Well, I was just trying to make sense of everything. First this heart-shaped keyring gets stolen. Then a very expensive guitar flares up on stage. Then Mr. Latouche dies. Yes, and? Shout out Ariana Grande's new single. Could it all... Yes, and... Could it really all just be coincidence? Coincidence? Meaning... Darian, can you make any sense of all this? Hey, don't look at me! What do you think, Apollo? Huh? I mean, even Mr. Gavin's having a really bad day. Or all of this is planned. You are thinking that I think you're thinking. Are you, Fraulein? I could have read that line so much better, but I decided to fuck it and say no. I am. What? What? Hey, don't leave me in the dark with Spike here. The name's Apollo, but yeah, I agree. Don't leave us in the dark. What are you talking about? Haven't you noticed a connection, Apollo? A curious connection between all of Mr. Gavin's troubles today. Well, I haven't noticed, but I have noticed. You know, something was bugging me too. That keyring and the guitar and the body. Slow down there, Polly. You look a wee bit dizzy. He's bluffing. He hasn't figured it out. Fess up if you're a man. You're as clueless as I am. Huh? No. Give her forehead a chance. Let's see your evidence of the connection, shall we? Evidence? I better think of something pronto. Come on. Let's see it. What's the connection between all of Mr. Gavin's troubles? The lyric sheet. Because you stole away the keys. A fleeting melody, now that through the air I fly. Burning on in my heart fire, burn my love away. Like a bullet of love, fire, take my life away all the way. That's pretty much what happens. Today! It's this, isn't it? A lyric sheet? The guitar serenade? What's this got to do with anything? It has everything to do with everything. Though I wouldn't have believed it if Fraulein hadn't pointed it out. What are you talking about, man? Enough with the riddles! Maybe it is a coincidence, or perhaps it means something. Don't you think, Fraulein? I do. Everything that's happened to Mr. Gavin today is predicted in the lyrics to this song. What? No way! Look, just think about everything that's happened to Mr. Gavin. Let's list them in order that they occurred. While reading the lyric sheet. First, the keyring was stolen. And not just any keyring, a heart-shaped keyring. That's right here. When you stole away the keys, my heart held onto so tight. This is the heart holding keys. And next, his guitar burst into flame. Burning on in my heart, fire, burn my love away. And then Mr. Lutus was killed. Like a bullet of love, fire, take my life away. But that's crazy. Yeah, no kidding. So everything that happened today here? That song predicted it all? But perhaps it was the other way around. Huh? The criminal could have based their crime on the lyrics. But who would go through all that trouble? Someone who moves in mysterious ways, no doubt. I believe you stumbled upon something quite vital and quite annoying, Fraulein. She looks pleased. The lyrics predicting the crime. Clavier. Seems a bit more than just a coincidence to me. I have to agree. The keyring, the guitar, and the murder. The keyring might have been dropped by accident, yet the victim was holding on to it. Hard to think it was unconnected. That's true. Prosecutor Gavin's as calm as collected as ever. So the criminal matched their actions to the lyrics? It sounds likely. Why would anyone do that? While we think about that, I'm going to get cracking on the biggest crime here. I'm going to talk to the Borgian embassy about this, Mr. Latoups. Ah, right. Thanks, Darian. I'll leave the pondering of mysteries to you. I'm out of here. The foreign national, Mr. Latoups, was killed. Seems like that would have been the point to all this. But they did more than that. They left us with not only a murder, but a mystery. Mr. Gavin is sure irritable today. Maybe this is the real Prosecutor Gavin we don't get to see in the courtroom. I've had enough, frankly. If you find any more mysteries, do me a favour and keep them to yourselves, Ja. Ja. I guess this is all we're going to get from Prosecutor Gavin. That leaves Lamour to question. Prosecutor Gavin, do you know where Lamour is now? I had to go back to my dressing room. With that pianist, Machi Tabayi, of course. She seemed rather shocked by Mr. Latou's sudden passing. The Governor's dressing room. Got it. Let's get moving. Who's there? I'm gonna bust my voice open doing all these voices. There he goes again. Who is that guy? Huh, Trucy? You know, he did look sort of familiar. So is he a friend? So he is a friend of yours? No, that's not it. Sorry, I don't remember. Curiouser and curiouser. Ah, Lamwa. Right. Don't know what to do with a voice for her, but it has to be beautiful. What has happened? I heard that Mr. Latouche has died. Lamois, you speak? I mean, you speak English? Yes. I was invited here from the Republic of Virginia, but I am not Virginian by birth. But wasn't Mr. Latouche your interpreter? That, yes, well, it was Mr. Latouche's idea. He thought it would add to the mystery, you see. Then your pianist is also? No, Machi Tabaye is Virginian. He does not speak English. Well, now please tell me, what has happened to Mr. Latouche? Why did he... Actually, Mr. Latouche was... Truthy. Huh? Remember what Prosecutor Gavin said? Not a word. But Mr. Latouche's was manager. That's not fair to her. I mean, isn't she a related party? Precisely who Prosecutor Gavin doesn't want to alert, I'd suspect. All we have been told is to wait here in the room. It is very unsettling. I'm sorry, we're trying to figure out ourselves. Do you think I could ask you some questions? Of course, I'm always willing to help. She's as calm as she looks on stage. I can't put my finger on why, but I like this Lamar. What is it, Machi? What? But you'd be alone. What seems to be the problem? Machi, he's not good around strangers. He wishes to go out for a breath of fresh air. Would that be alright? Sure, of course. Very well. What is it you wish to ask me about? The Republic of Virginia, that's in Northern Europe, right? I've never even heard of it. I started out singing in a restaurant, then a producer called me. Before I knew it, here I am. You don't say? You know, my daddy plays piano in a restaurant. Producers tend to look for talent, Trucy. Lamois, you're not from Virginia originally? Were you born here? Well... Oh, is that supposed to be a secret? Image is everything when you're a star. I know a bit about that, of course. Yes. It is something like this. A contract, you might say. I'm also not to speak anything but Virginian in public. Image is important, I guess. She's not all image, though. Her songs are lovely. A real landscape painter in sound. A painter in what? She travels the world, turning the sights she sees into music. That's the secret to your music's beauty, right? You're very my voice is giving up. You're very perceptive. Oh, I used to your songs all the time in my stage act. I don't have to pay royalties for that, do I? Stop while you're ahead, Trucy. This landscape painter in sound, too, is an image. Yet without it, my songs would not be so widely heard. They even call you the siren of the ballad, right? Yes, in Virginian, Lamois means the siren. I fear that perhaps already I'm not the siren I once was. Your pianist Machi, was it? He's cute, like a porcelain doll. He's very European. I met him while singing in restaurants in Virginia. He is an orphan, yet his playing is exquisite. Soon he came to live with me. It's like a fairy tale almost. I notice he hardly leaves your side. Yes, well, he is blind. At first, I hesitated at dragging him across the world. He doesn't speak English either, does he? He has never left Virginia before we met. I made his presence part of my contract. Archie and I together are Lamois. Always together. Together always. Mr. Latouche was my new manager. New? Yes, from 3 months ago. Around when I received Mr. Gavin's invitation to come. I met Mr. Latouche at my office. He was to be my manager and bodyguard. And, as it turned out, my interpreter. Interpreter? You even though you speak English? Yes, but we were just to visit more places than just here. We had a concert in Japan scheduled after this one. Though I fear that may have to be cancelled now. Was Mr. Latouche from the Republic of Virginia too? Well, he was only with me for 3 months. I'm afraid there is much I don't know about him. And now I shall never know. No one will even tell me why he has died. I'm sorry. Prosecutor Gavin said we weren't to talk to anyone. Mr. Latouche was a talented man. The siren of the ballad. That phrase was his idea, you know. I'm happy for him that it was become so well known. The siren? That's what he meant. Huh, Apollo? You are the siren, right, Lamois? That is the meaning of my name in Virginian, yes. It was my name. It was oh my god, my throat is killing me. Whew, might have to cut the stream a bit short today, guys, because damn, my throat can't take it. It was the name my producers gave me, but why do you ask? It's very important. I had to know for sure if the siren was you. What do you mean important? I'll tell you. You deserve to know. Siren. It turns out that's a very important word in this case. How? When we found Mr. Latouche, he was still alive. What? I heard him say something. His last words. Mr. Latouche knew... Oh, we already know the damn flashback. Okay. He said siren. Really? I was the only one there to hear it, but I'm sure that's what he said. Mr. Latouche said that? Us the witness? And you're the siren, Lamois. Did you see what happened? Lamois? Might I ask, are you the police? Hey, well, no, I'm a defense attorney. An attorney? Yet there has been no arrest, yes? Is that a problem? Does an attorney not work for a client? If you have no client, you should leave the investigation to the police, I think. But Lamois, I am sorry, but I cannot answer your questions. I'm afraid you lack the authority to ask them. Ah, why? If she witnessed the crime, why won't she tell us? I believe we are through here. I believe so. Okay, bye. Wait a minute. That reminds me, does this brooch look familiar to you? My brooch, yes. Well, it may be mine. Yours, Lamois? I was wearing a brooch earlier, you see. I must have lost it. Well, that explains the brooch we found. It was Lamois'. Thank you. I was wondering where I dropped it. So this brooch belongs to her. That begs the question. Is something wrong, Apollo? What was this brooch doing at the crime scene? Okay, so I don't have to show her that. Whoa, who's there now? Ah, it's you. Where were you? Ah, Emma. Is something wrong? She looks grumpier than usual. You bet something's wrong. The impossible's happened. Ugh, it's all your fault, you know. Oops, maybe this is about us leaving a crime scene. What do you mean by impossible? Well, it's gone. Utterly gone. What's gone? The body, stupid. What else? Huh? Mr. Latouche's body has disappeared. What? Ah, Prosecutor Gavin. From your vacant stare, I gathered you heard the news. I heard Mr. Latusa's body has gone missing. Look for yourself. Quite the pickle, quite the pickle. How can you just stand there? We have to start the There's no need for alarm, Fräulein Detective. All the entrances and exits have been sealed. The body will not leave this building. So I suggest we go find ourselves a cadaver. There'll be plenty of time to ponder the wires later. Well, you seem pretty sure of yourself, Mr. Gavin. Oh, we'll find him. I'm rather enjoying this. How could Mr. Latusa's body just disappear? Well, you heard the man. Let's get searching. Hey, I don't know if this is exactly the right time, but... Yes, Darian? See, Geeter's gone missing. It was in the dressing room. Geeter? Geeter? Who's Geeter? That's what I call my guitar. You know, you like, man? Your guitar was stolen? This hasn't been a good day for guitars or Geeters. Okay, body first, then guitar. And if someone finds that guitar, please bring it to our dressing room. Geeter's like a missing person, not lost and found, man. Well, this sure is, what did he call it, a sausage? No, wait, it's a pickle, and it's your pickle. I told you to stay in the room. Sorry, not much else I can say. It's alright. Top priority now is finding that body. You can make up to me later. 10 bags or so of chocolate snackers should do the trick nicely. You should watch your sugar intake, Emma. Does something seem different to you, Apollo? Something is definitely different here. Let's check it out. I'm not sure that's all that's important right now. Let's check out that thing in the middle of the stage. The piano. That station must have been lowered before. That's the tower that Lamour and Prosecutor Gavin was singing on. Jesus. Someone must have raised it. I don't see a way to control it from here. Apollo, what about that ladder there against the wall? We can use that to take a look on top. Maybe we should get Emma. What are you talking about? We have to search this sort of thing for ourselves. I'm not so good with heights. Stop whining and start climbing. Ugh. It didn't look that high from below, really, but when we got to the top, I felt every one of those 15 feet down. Of course, I wasn't thinking about the height anymore. Not after what we found up there. Yay! We found two things we were looking for, and one thing we never expected to find. The body, guitar in hand, and the pianist, Machi Tabaye. Wow, that concert last night sure went south in a hurry. No kidding. Why did they arrest Machi? Why? Don't look at me like it's my fault. Machi Tabaye, the blind pianist, arrested on suspicion of murdering Romain Latouche. I can't believe such a cute little boy would do something so horrible. I guess they have proof of some kind. What proof could possibly prove that? Morning. Prosecutor Gavin? What a night, eh? I apologize for being so upset. Mr. Gavin, do you know what's going on? Why did they arrest Machi? Why? Don't look at him like it's his fault either. It was tough for me too. We performed together that night after all. Yet? The powers that be say... What the? The powers that be say that, given the circumstances, it could have only have been him. What do you mean by the circumstances? Lamour was invited from Virginia as an ambassador of goodwill. It is vital that this case be wrapped up swiftly. That's all the powers that be want, really. Well, those are circumstances, all right. What makes Machi the only possible suspect? Hair forehead. You seem to have forgotten that you're talking to the prosecution, the enemy. Ah, right. I think I like the side of Prosecutor Gavin better, actually. I'm not at liberty to discuss the particulars of this case, especially not to the defense attorney. What? Did you just say me, the defense attorney? That's what I came to tell you. He's down at the detention center. He wants to request your services. He? You mean Machi? Machi wants me? This is what we've been waiting for, Apollo. Let's get going. Alright. Good luck. I'm off to question Lamar. Right, later. I hope I'm up to this. Well, I just don't get it. I refuse to believe a kid like this could do something so terrible. You said that already. Machi, everything's going to be okay. We're here for you. Hi. Maybe you can tell me about last night. Huh? That was when I realized how tough it must be. A little kid like this. In a country so far from everything he's ever known. Maybe Lamar can help. But didn't Prosecutor Gavin say she was with him? Good luck. I'm off to question Lamar. Well, what are we going to do? That's a good question. I can't think of anything we can do but go with this. And hope for the best at the trial tomorrow. To be continued. Okay, guys, I'm gonna stop there for today because goddamn my voice is hurting. How long have we been streaming? An hour and 20 minutes. It's not been super long, but you know, it's not been easy for me to do these voices. So I'm gonna save for today. And I think this episode we're gonna cut up the streams a bit shorter. So when I upload them again, they're not going to be 3 hours long. They'll be an hour and 20 minutes-ish. Because I'm going to cut the beginning bit. Okay, so thanks everyone for watching, and I'll catch you probably tomorrow for the next one. Psyche Wolf, out.